There's a million miles of memories down a highway he calls home. And he lives to tell the stories of the friends that he has known. You see and feel the difference when you ride along with him and travel to the places you never would have been. Travelin Arkansas.
Yeah, it should be done.
Our first stop in Cabot is the Blazing Hearth Grill, and lo and behold, who did we find in the kitchen but today's THV's Tom Brannon.
One of the items noted for here at the Blazing Hearth Grill are the steaks. They're excellent, they're fresh. Look at this, ready to go over here. What kind of steak is this, Dad?
Ribeye.
Ribeye. Oh, this is my dad. Oh, there we go. This is my dad, by the way. He's the owner here at the Blazing Hearth, Thomas C. Brannon, and he's whipping up some, what do you got over there, onions?
Onion.
What's that for?
That's the fajitas.
For the fajitas. I have fajitas here as well as some great grilled chicken. And, Dad, I tell you what, I'm going to let you take over the steak. I've got some other duties I got to go tend to in the bathroom, so here you go.
Okay.
I think it's about done, though.
Tom, heck of a job.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Chuck's here, by the way. Chuck's here. Sorry.
You ever going to open up your own restaurant?
Probably not. Probably not.
Not.
No. I
stick to being a weatherman, huh?
Yeah, hot dogs are about all I can do. I'll see you in a little bit.
So if Tom says steak is what the Blazing Hearth Grill is noted for, then we got to do the taste test. Perfecto.
Oh, hey, Chuck, I'll see you later. Dad said that I would clean up, only I didn't really realize he meant it literally. So we'll talk to you a little bit later on, okay? I can't believe this. I'm a weatherman, not a mop boy.
Anyway, let's move on to N&N's family restaurant, where catfish and barbecue are the specialty.
20 years ago, it was just a screened-in, small dairy bar, just hamburgers and hot dogs. Now, basically, catfish, barbecue. We do all our own smoking of our barbecue.
And at Brown's Diner, it's the Husky Burgers that keep him coming back.
They come in all different sizes. They're a half a pound for just a regular Husky burger, and then if you go for a Panther burger, it is a pound and a half. And it's like 3 layers. It's a really big burger. And we call it the Panther burger because of the Cabot High School football team. They're called the Panthers, so.
And if somebody eats a whole one?
You get a free ice cream.
Of course, the other favorite here at Brown's Diner is the humongous banana split. And there's plenty more palate-pleasing episodes to come this week and next week as the Ed and Chuck weather tour continues. Tomorrow we'll be stopping off in Lonoke. For now, in Cabot, Chuck Dovish, today's THV, Travelin Arkansas. Yes, sir. When talking about eating places in Lonoke, keep in mind it's not the outside looks, it's inside that counts. Nichols Barbecue, for instance. Slow-cooked 18 hours means mouth-watering, delicious barbecue.
A man used to tell me in Little Rock, he said, the reason I like to come here, he said, you make your sandwiches with love. So that was a big joke in Northern Little Rock, that the love sandwich, that's what he called it. He said, this is a love sandwich.
At Flint's Dairy Bar, just outside of town, is where you can get the best yogurt cones around, not to mention the great homemade pies. And at Perry's Restaurant, just off the interstate, you'll find lunch and dinner buffets, and also, as you might have guessed, this is where many travelers stop in. So it's coconut cream pie is the thing.
Coconut cream pie goes better than any of it. So whatever they ask for, that's what I give them.
My favorite, though, is Granny's homemade peanut brittle, the best. Pruitt's Barbecue and Catfish pretty much says it all. Good barbecue, excellent catfish, and the homemade pies, out of this world. Cooking know-how passed down from generation to generation.
I learned that from my mom. She learned it from her mom, and just one of those things. And then just hit and miss stuff.
Now, this is what I call a barbecue sandwich. Yes, sir. You know it's a sandwich when you gotta manhandle it. Oh, man. I need a towel. Tomorrow it's on to Bryant for more of the same. At Pruitt's in Lonoke, Chuck Dovish, today's THV, Travelin Arkansas. It's not exactly the kind of place Hollywood would pick to film another Godfather sequel, but it is an extremely popular Italian restaurant in Bryant. Well, it's the only Italian restaurant in town. Owners Sandy and Brad Nutt may not have the Italian name for knowing a lot about old world Italian recipes, but they do know someone who does.
A lady who's very Italian sold all the recipes to us and taught us how to cook it, and we just started from there.
And many folks in Bryant are glad they did.
And I'm here eating a lunch with my friend, and she told us this spot. I never knew it was over here until I met her, so she brought me here, so it's really good.
So, what's for dinner?
Primavera with chicken. Has a white sauce, all the vegetables, sauteed garlic chicken with linguine.
Usually I have the chicken and broccoli Alfredo, and also the lasagna is really good here.
Ah, yes, lasagna.
Lasagna, we sell a lot of lasagna, we sell a lot of garlic chicken, we sell a lot of our lemon garlic salad.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably about the tops.
What do we have here?
This is a shrimp scampi, and this is an Italian vegetable. This is for vegetarians, it's great. It is a little bit lower in calories than traditional Italian dishes.
That burger is good to go.
We had to ask Sandy and Brad, who's the boss?
Jeez. All men know that.
Mamma mia, that's a good Italiano. Be sure and join us Monday when we head down the road to Benton at Jerry Van Dyke Soda Fountain. Until then, at Pasta Plus in Bryant, Chuck Dovish, today's THV, Travelin Arkansas. It's exactly the kind of place you'd expect to find old Luther come strolling in and order up a soda or sundae, or for that matter, build a soda shop just because there wasn't one. And that's exactly what actor Jerry Van Dyke, who lives outside of Benton, did.
He flew in town and said, I want to open a soda shop, and I want it done yesterday, and here it is. He's scary what he does, says things, it's done. And he loves this downtown area, and he's enjoying fixing it up. He grew up in a town like this in Illinois, and it reminds him of that town, the old movie theater and old soda shop he grew up in. So.
And now it reminds everyone else of a similar place they grew up in.
We enjoy coming. We really like it.
So it brings back a few memories.
A few memories, yeah, it does.
When Jerry gets back here and helps me make ice cream sometimes.
Really?
And yeah, it's a lot of fun. People coming here are really nice, and they ask me if I'm met any stars.
And did we forget to mention the food and sodas? Well, don't worry, it's all good. Well, a couple of regulars here, Ronnie and Chad, decided to join me for a few colorful milkshakes. So, like, you hang out here a lot, huh? Pretty cool place, huh? Yeah? All right. Tomorrow it's on to Conway to see what other tasty treats we can find. For now, at Jerry Van Dyke Soda Shop in Benton with Ronnie and Chad, Chuck Dovish, today's THV, Travelin Arkansas. Okay, boys, come on. We got to down these. All right? It was 1945 when Frank Brannan decided to open a drive-in Conway. World War II had just come to a close, and things were looking good.
Are those shakes medium or large?
And now as Frank's sons continue the business, things are still looking good 5 decades later.
I think it's the fact that so many people like to go back to their roots. They come back to Conway, Arkansas, they come back to Frank Brannan Drive-In. One thing about us, too, is we are, I guess you'd call us a fast food drive-in. Probably one of the first, since we've been in business 53 years. We still make our own homemade corn dogs, you know, things like that. And our fresh lemonade and limeades are world-renowned.
And when you've been around as long as Frank Brannan's, a lot of people take notice.
People like Mary Steenbergen, she went to Henry's College, and then we had Gil Gerard. Gil was a friend of ours. Harold Jenkins used to hang around a little bit when he was younger and later became Conway Tweedy.
Here you go. You have a nice day.
All right, ladies, get out of the car. Well, being the cheeseburger fanatic that I am, I opted for Frank's Super Duper Deluxe Triple Cheeseburger. This is a monster indeed. Tomorrow we're going to take this gastronomical tour to a close as we shift gears into Jacksonville. At Frank Brannan's Drive-In in Conway, Chuck Dovish, today's THV, Travelin Arkansas.
And this
Floyd's Meat Market in Jacksonville is a lot more than just meat. First of all, it's a great deli.
Yeah, we get our lunch crowd in here. We run a special gourmet sandwich, 12-ounce canned drink, small bag of chips, any sandwich in the house.
For how much?
$3.59.
Not bad.
Not bad. All righty. Ta-da! How's that?
Floyd's daughter Lisa takes care of the seafood end of the business.
The fish craze hit in the mid-'80s. That's when everyone started going crazy for seafood. So we started adding and adding and adding, and now we've got over 40 varieties of finfish and shellfish, and all kinds of specialty items that you can't get anywhere else.
For example, there's swordfish, monkfish fillet, alligator meat, frog legs, rabbit, bobwhite quail, Alaskan king crab legs, and gator sausage, just to name a few.
We jokingly kid with the folks that come in here looking for things that they couldn't find who are from Louisiana, and we call them homesick Cajuns. And they come, they'll call us on the phone, and here they come. You mean you got alligator? Yeah, we got alligator.
Lisa even has a seafood cookbook.
And the nice thing about my seafood book is that it's made for people that don't really know very much about seafood.
Well, let's see here. What can I grab up here? It's a little bit of swordfish, alligator meat, shark steak, and we have some Alaskan crab legs. That ought to make for a unique and interesting dinner. At Floyd's Meat Market in Jacksonville, Chuck Dovish, today's THV, Travelin Arkansas. Honey, I'll do the cooking tonight.